am here to talk to you about the one of the things I learned today after my first day of marathon training. Now, here's the thing is I recently run a marathon on my bucket list. Now, I have been toying around with that idea for years. People say, oh, running a marathon, there's nothing like it. It's so wonderful, blah, blah, blah. Drink more water. Yes, I need to do that. I absolutely need to do that to prepare for this. And so I always thought running a marathon would be awesome, but sounded kind of crazy because who wants to run 26.2 miles? Like, who really wants to do that? After listening to the Live Your List podcast, and Ryan Eller is all like, everyone needs to put that on their list, self-discipline and all this, I was like, okay, I'll put it on my list. No, Jim Bob, not Live Your List, even though my mom thinks that is hilarious. I saw her comments on Twinsy Talks. So I had it built up in my mind, triathlete, wow, that's a whole new level. So anyway, I had this built up in my head, running a marathon, I mean, that's a huge thing. 26.2 miles is a long way. I mean, my drive to work is 24 miles. I have been building it up in my mind, and it's just a terrifying thought. Yes, exactly, it's all mental. It's just like, well, you have to train for like ever to do this one thing. And it just, there's so much you have to do to mentally prepare, to physically prepare. And so part of the reason I wasn't is just because it's such a big, daunting task. But I did day one today, and you know what? It was not that bad. I mean, not a walk in the park. It was like a walk, jog in the park. But when I got done, I felt good, and I thought, you know what? I'm one day closer to my goal already. And if I would not have done it today, the day would have already passed. So you might as well just do it, Don't let the fear of something being so big stop you from taking the first step, because everything starts with a really tiny step. Is there a group around you to train with? Yes, actually there is. And I just connected with them on Facebook today. And something else is I have type 1 diabetes, so that presents like a whole new level of challenges. But there are a few people in that group who also have type 1 diabetes, so I'm really excited about connecting with them. Yes, one day at a time. That is what I am saying. Now, I'm one of those people that I have to, like when I get something in my head, I want to do it right then, right there. Like I want to be awesome at it immediately. Patience is not my thing. It's my word of the year, but I'm still working on it. So it's stuff like that, and you really do. You just have to take it one day at a time, and you have to realize that usually thinking about it is way more intimidating than actually doing it. So that was my big takeaway today, is that I thought about it so much and I built it up so much and it was so intimidating. And then I did it. I did day one. I know that the runs and the physicality of it is just going to get harder and more intense, but I did day one. And that was the first step. Like, I'm doing it now. I'm going. So I thought that was pretty cool, and I know if you're like me that sometimes it's hard to take that first step. You have a whole bunch of ideas, you have a whole lot of thoughts running through your head, and you just have to do it. And once you do it, it's so much easier to just keep going. Running is going to challenge you on every level. You will gain mental toughness. That's what I've heard. You've gone further than I have already. Thinking about it is way more. Yes. So I'm using the Couch to 5K app right now, and one of the quotes on there today, when you open the app, it comes up with an inspirational quote, and the quote today was, no matter how slow you go, you're already ahead of the person on the couch. So that is another great thing to think about. So yeah, that's my lessons from day one of training. Day two might be completely different. Who knows how I'll feel tomorrow, but I think tomorrow, I'm looking forward to tomorrow's run, to tomorrow's training day. Not that I wasn't looking forward to today, but like I said, it was pretty intimidating. But yeah, all you gotta do is take the first step. That's it. And then you're on your way. You've already propelled yourself in motion. So yeah, thanks for joining. That's all I had. I'll be sure and update you guys. I'm going to sign up for a half marathon in April. So my friend Clay Shaver said, one thing you need to do when you start training is sign up and tell people you're signing up. Like, give it a date. So April 3rd, I am signing up for a half marathon in Knoxville, Tennessee. And the finish line is the 50-yard line at Neyland Stadium, which is going to be pretty cool. Also, if you have suggestions for a marathon to run, probably going to do that. My goal is, 12 months, maybe sooner. So anyway, suggestions on marathon places. I'm thinking Chicago or Denver or just somewhere cool. So yeah, thank you guys for joining and thank you guys for the hearts. I'm just rambling at this point, but seriously, follow me on here if you're not already following me. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Rachel C. Mayo. I would love to have you follow my marathon progress. I can use all the cheerleaders I can get. So yeah, thank you guys so much for joining and for your support and for the hearts and for everything in general. Y'all are awesome. Anyway, I'll talk to you.